$21 trillion. That is the exact number flashing across the headlines today. And if you think that is just another wild crypto prediction, you are ignoring the most massive structural shift of the year. The European Central Bank did not run 48 live infrastructure trials for fun. They ran them for atomic settlement. And out of those 48 trials, only one was anchored to the XRP Ledger stack. While the noise is screaming about overnight wealth, the structure is quietly locking in delivery versus payment on a global scale. 3 threads we open here. The first, the institutional repositioning inside the ETFs. The second, the true scope of the ECB's extraction. The third, the legislative rewrite moving through Congress. I am the Calm Analyst. What I do on this channel is take the macro signals, the documented legal record, and the institutional data, and read them precisely, without the noise, without the emotion, without the agenda. Quick framing before we go further. Nothing in this video is financial advice. This is one read of the data, informed by the public record, the regulatory sequence, and the institutional positioning. Your decisions belong to you, your timeline, and a qualified professional who knows your situation. What this channel offers is the calm read of the structure. What you do with it is yours. Let me now map the institutional repositioning. The headlines are celebrating $22 million in net inflows in a single week for XRP spot ETFs. Franklin Templeton pulling in $12 million. Canary Capital crossing the $452 million cumulative threshold. But the raw dollar amount is not the single most important metric here. What you are witnessing is not retail demand. It is a calculated, regulated extraction. Institutions are not buying $50 at a time on an exchange. Wealth managers are utilizing SEC-approved vehicles to secure structural exposure while the rest of the market watches the wrong indicators. The narrative that institutional money was waiting for regulated access is no longer a theory. It is a documented reality playing out week after week. And trends in institutional allocation do not reverse overnight. And that brings us to the part most channels won't connect: the legislative rewrite moving through the halls of Congress. The Clarity Act is single-handedly the most critical long-term catalyst on the horizon. Yet, it receives almost zero serious structural analysis relative to its actual economic impact. The public layer of this market is completely obsessed with daily price fluctuations. They are looking at the minor variations